So I'm beginning the recording now. Welcome to Bridges Virtual Informal Music Night. We have quite an array of speakers. I've put together a program where the first half is a little bit on the classical side and the second half is a little bit on the popular side. But of course, those are artificial distinctions and nobody really fits in any of the boxes. So I think I will ask our co-host now to highlight Andrew Beltaus to tell us about his piece.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I'm in Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. The song that you're going to hear is played on this accordion, sitting on this bench, but it's a recording from the weekend. And the song is called Clockwise Waltz. I wrote the song about 1 year ago. The version you're going to hear is an instrumental version on accordion, but actually there are lyrics for it too, and I have a different version of it. And the song is about time, like a lot of songs. So even though you won't hear the lyrics, it's a song about time. So that's all that I have to say. I hope that you enjoy it.
Sorry, I'm going to do that one more time. Thanks, Andrew. That's beautiful. I think a lot of us are feeling anxiety these days with the pandemic, and that was a perfect remedy. So now the spotlight will turn to Tom Verhoef, who will tell us about his recorder recording.
Unmute. So welcome everyone. I'm very happy that this is happening. So many things changed and have to happen in different ways. I will be playing the third part called Gavotte en Rondeau, a dance form of the third partita, originally for solo violin by Johann Sebastian Bach. In case you care, it's BWV 1006. I play this on a recorder. In fact, a inexpensive modern flute by a Dutch designer, and I happen to have that here. And it has a quite solid low register and a very clear high register. The piece that I'll be playing, being for solo violin, also contains chords. And on the violin you can do that because you have multiple strings. And on a flute you can play double tones. In some cases that sounds awful, but real chords is difficult, so I break them up as arpeggio, something like this. You will hear that, so this is intentional, in case you wonder. And I think that is all the introduction that Bach really needs. It's difficult to destroy his music, so I feel quite secure.
Thanks, Tom. I always think of Bach as reminding us to take the long view of the universe. That's very soothing and lovely. And now for something stirring, we're going to hear Rafi Kasparian play Rachmaninoff for us.
Hi, as some of you may know, I'm a professional pianist, and the virus has done a number on my performances. I actually was looking forward to, for an entire year, a performance of an all Rachmaninoff program. It was going to be in April, and of course it didn't happen for obvious reasons. I'm going to be playing one of the pieces I would have played on that program. It's the second prelude from his Opus 23 set of 10 preludes. Sergei Rachmaninoff is a Russian composer, was a Russian composer, and was known for his incredible pianistic skills. Almost everything he wrote was difficult, and this piece is certainly difficult. And I must say that this is the first live performance I've given where I know exactly where things are going to go well and where things are not. So that's all.
Bravo, Rafi. I'm sure that if we were not all muted, we would be making a lot of noise for you. Thank you so much. Well, it's now my pleasure to introduce my husband, Bill Beeman. Some of you heard him sing at Bridges 2018 in Stockholm, and I think we've learned that he cannot spotlight himself, so I will do that. Bill, take it away.
Thanks so much. This aria is a short aria by Puccini. It's from La Bohème. It's one of the famous opera arias where a singer addresses an inanimate object. In this case, this is the philosopher Colline in the fourth act of La Bohème. He's about to sell his his overcoat, which he loves very much. And so he sings to the overcoat that he's going to remain here on earth. The overcoat is going to a better place in order to do a better thing. And and then he says goodbye, goodbye to the overcoat.
Chianzimara senti, io resto al pian, tu a scendere il sacro monte adevi. Le mie grazie ricevi. Dai potenti, posa nelle tue tasche come nandri tranquilli, filosofi e poeti. Ora che i giorni lieti fuggir, ti dico addio fedele amico mio, addio, addio.
Thank you, Bill. Bill is too modest to say that he performed that on stage of the opera company in Chemnitz, Germany, just the other day, as we are fond of saying. Now I'd like to invite Curtis Palmer to tell us about his guitar playing. Curtis is also giving us a sort of a merge event, a combo event with the Bridges Short Film Festival, because there are beautiful mathematical visualizations connected to his piece.
Hi there. I'm not with a short film, but people who have seen me before know that I do such weird things like sing the Do-Re-Mi song in Donald Duck, but not tonight. I would like to dedicate it to humanity facing the scourge of a virus that has as its core an icosahedron. I've been drawing the icosahedron for far too many years. And it's because of this guy And It Came to Pass Not to Stay, page 4. So my new discipline was invented for dealing even with the ephemeral, which word means conceptual but weightless, as is, for instance, the concept of circularity. And to that end, people may celebrate the fact that a year and a half ago, I discovered in GarageBand that I've been playing along with, pitch control was turned on my favorite virtual amp. And for 5 years, songs kept changing key. And so if anybody has insight into the neurology of music and what that sort of technological glitch would do to a brain, I'm your subject. Thank you. And
I was so entranced by your music that I nearly forgot that I needed to stop screen sharing. And it's my turn to speak. I'm up next, so here I am. I want to let the music speak for itself. I think that you know, any good song should speak for itself. But I did want to defend the proposition that Joni Mitchell's Chelsea Morning is a Canadian-American art song and does indeed belong in the classical section. There are a few reasons for this. One is that when I approach singing, I come at it from a classical point of view. Bill and I have both done a lot of classical music performances. And so when I return to the folk tradition of my family of origin, I do it from a classical perspective. So in a way, I'm singing this as a classical song. But another reason is that I just want people to think about the art song tradition. This wonderful set of songs, maybe we most associate it with Schumann and Schubert, Brahms, Gabriel Fauré, Debussy. Well, that continues on into the 20th century. And if you think about it, I think Cole Porter's Night and Day serves perfectly well as an art song. So what do I mean by an art song? It's one where you really want to pay attention to both the words and the music, because the words and the music fit together to reveal something special, maybe to create a mood, maybe to depict a person. And in the case of Chelsea Morning, the mood depicted is one of just an extravagant, radical joy. And I think that this is something that we all need right now. It's so easy to drift into depression when we don't see the people that we normally see. And on top of the joy, there is an urgency that you must come and join me in this joy. So I hope you will go with me into Joni Mitchell's Chelsea Morning.
Woke up, it was a Chelsea morning, and the first thing that I heard was a song outside my window, and the traffic wrote the words. It came ringing up like Christmas bells, wrapping up like pipes and drums. Oh, won't you stay? We'll put on the day and we'll wear it till the night comes. Woke up, it was a Chelsea morning, and the first thing that I saw was the sun through yellow curtains and a rainbow on the wall. Blue, red, green, and gold to welcome you, crimson crystal beads to beckon. Oh, won't you stay? We'll put on the day, there's a sun show every second. Now the curtain opens on a portrait of today, and the streets are paved with passers-by. Pigeons fly and papers lie, waiting to blow away. Woke up, it was a Chelsea morning, and the first thing that I knew, there was milk and toast and honey, and a bowl of oranges too. And the light poured in like butterscotch, stuck to all my senses. Oh, won't you stay? We'll put on the day and we'll talk in present tenses. But when the curtain closes and the rainbow runs away, I will bring you incense owls by night, by jewel light, by candlelight, if only you will stay. Oh, my darling, won't you wake up? It's a Chelsea morning.
Thanks, everybody. What a joy to perform that song. So give me a moment and I will realize that it's time for Lisa La Jeunesse to tell us about her piece.
Hello, everybody. I'm coming to you from Vancouver, Canada, and I just want to say it's so wonderful to see all your faces this morning. I'm going to be playing a piece by Chopin, opus, it's a prelude, opus 28, number 15, but it's better known as the Raindrop Prelude. And that's because throughout almost the entire piece, there's a repeating note. It's just always present and it reminds the listener of the sound of raindrops. I've heard many different stories attached to this song for example, Chopin found the sound of raindrops on the roof very soothing, and that he perhaps was deliberately depicting this in this piece. I don't know if that's true. My deep research of 3 minutes on Wikipedia reading about the piece said that this may or may not be true, these stories. But in any case, I hope you enjoy it. I should mention at the start of this pandemic, my piano was well overdue for a tuning. So hopefully that will not have too much of an effect, but I hope you enjoy it and thank you.
Thank you, Lisa, for the beautiful music. So we're doing very well with time, and I'm going to make bold to tell a short story about the Raindrop Prelude. Bill, you want to spotlight me? My sister was a choral conductor, Patty Hennings, and in the mid to early 80s, she inherited a stack of manuscripts that had been produced in a prisoner of war camp in Sumatra in World War II. There were women from the US, from Australia, the Netherlands, and England captured there. And they used music to raise their spirits and to keep themselves alive. The mortality rate in the camp was 50%. So it was a terrible time, but there was a woman named Margaret Dryberg with an extraordinary musical memory, and she transcribed a set of classical pieces for women's vocal orchestra. So my sister made arrangements of these, and her Peninsula Women's Chorus performed that repertoire. So whenever I hear the Raindrop Prelude, I think of these women singing this music in a camp in Sumatra, showing that music was giving them the power to stay alive in very difficult circumstances. So that reminder was especially important to me now in the current context. So to finish our first half, we have Gert Osterbones and Mike Naylor joining us from Norway.
Hi, everybody. Oh, we are so happy to be here, so happy to see everybody. Frank, thank you so much for pulling this together. I've had tears in my eyes because I've been so happy to hear everybody playing. Wow, this is really great. Wow, we have our candles lit. We have our glasses of wine. We are living it up tonight. And we're calling in from Norway. We have a math creativity center here, and we've had several Bridges folks come out. Last year we had George Hart and Elizabeth came with Nate and Amy and Eve and Bruce Torrance were here, and we had a great time. We thought everybody else might like to have a little short look around, so we've stuck something in our video like the 1-minute tour of our place, so you can feel like you're here as well. And you're going to hear a very short little piano piece from me. It is a fractal piece. If it were to play the full length of the piano on all 55 white keys, are there 55 white keys, 52 white keys, 53 white keys? It would have 4.5 trillion notes. So ha, Rafi, yeah, got you beat. That would, at 1,000 notes a second, I think that would take something like 130 years to play it or something. But Frank just gave us 5 minutes, and we've used 3 of it here. You're also going to hear a short piece by Gerd Osta. She has just taken up saxophone since last time you saw her. She has joined a music corps, and she actually won a prize this winter for Newcomer of the Year in her band, and they're actually very good. But okay, here's our songs, here's our place. Thanks, Frank.
Welcome to Norway. It's a gray day out on the fjord. On the hill, we have Gerd Osta playing a traditional Norwegian folk tune used to call in the animals. This is Gerd Osterbones, and I'm Mike Naylor. We run a math creativity center in Vanviken, Norway. Here we hold classes for teachers and students. We design our own puzzles and games and math learning products. We design outdoor playground equipment for mathematics, and we design furniture for math rooms in schools and kindergartens.
Here's a 10-second tour of our art gallery. We have filled it with lots of mathematical art, both our own creations and others, including many pieces from Bridges artists. Maybe you can see one of yours in here. It's so much fun in Norway. Do you want to come visit? We hope you do.
Okay, and finally, I'm going to play for you my favorite mathematical pattern. It's called the abacaba pattern, and it's a fractal, and it has connections to binary. And here's what it sounds like as music.
Thank you. We love you.
Thank you for a completely charming trip to Norway. Well, that's the end of our first half. So thanks to all who have performed. We have quite a lineup coming up. I think that we all need a break. So let's say that we'll begin at 5 minutes to the hour. You're welcome to unmute yourself, talk amongst yourself, message one another, however you would like to do this. But I want to say that you want to be sure to be back for the beginning of the second half, because in my opinion, Doug Norton's Bridges song 2020 is the pick of the litter in our whole lineup today. So be sure that you're back from that. I'm going to take a break. Someone actually just emailed me another video, and I'm going to see if I can make that work. We'll see. So I'll see you back in 5 minutes at 5 minutes before the hour. Thanks, everybody. Welcome back. Anyone want to say anything before we get started for our second half?
Well, someone asked about the recorder that I was playing, and in the chat I have included a little bit more information, including a link to the manufacturer's website.
That's great. Anybody else?
I feel like you oversold the risk of things going wrong, at least so far.
Well, I've still got about an hour.
I'm rooting for you.
Very kind. Yeah, thanks. Well, it's my great pleasure to introduce Doug Norton, who has the Bridges song for 2020.
Well, hi, everybody. Funny you should mention the chance of things going wrong right before I could on the screen. Coincidence? Yeah, I don't think so. Before I introduce the song, I'd like to remind everybody that there's this long tradition of math art sessions at the joint math meetings, sponsored by the special interest group of the MAA on Math and the Arts. And because of the pending divorce between the MAA and the AMS in terms of the January meeting, we don't know how many more of these sessions are going to be, but there is one for this January. So watch for the announcement to come out as usual in the autumn sometime, assuming how much coronavirus there is. I don't know if the meeting's going to be on, but there should be a math art session. So please take that opportunity to contribute something. It's always good to see everybody in January too. This piece, some of my predecessors here said, "Oh, I'm a professional musician. I've done this on stage." You're getting the amateur side today. That's what's coming next. Sorry about that. So as usual, I try to listen to things at the meeting and throw together some lyrics that are stolen from people's papers. And now I've got some graphics that are stolen from people's papers. And I take a tune that's stolen from somebody somewhere and put it together. And you still get the benefit of feeling live because my voice goes off key every once in a while and the piano is a little under recorded. But anyway, here it is. It's my take on it's not Bridges Linz, it's not Bridges London, it's not Bridges whatever. It's whatever it is this year. So take it away.
We've had Bridges, Linz, Waterloo, Banff, and Alhambra, Towson, Uvascula, London, and Coimbra. But what will fate decree for bizarro year 2020? Welcome to Bridges Nowhere. There's no need to rent a room. No need to book that airfare. Sign up for your space in Zoom. They've wrapped up the proceedings, though we didn't quite proceed. Lots of great math art reading, entertainment guaranteed. Naughty knits and trefoil knots, steganography, virtual reality, fractal cohomology, fashion fold origami, labyrinths and spiral plots, lampshade miura ori, Morton's tritangentless knots. Orbifolds and gyrations, tiles dendritic and truche, Curie and pied de poule wands, hyperbolic plane crochet, Coptic bananas, heptagons, perhaps the plaintive numbers flow. Allo esteemed platonicons, derivations graphito, Alto Espoo Helsinki, Otaniemi. Plans wrecked by COVID-19, unforeseen, quarantine, more hygiene, please vaccine, very keen to reconvene, back on routine, back to the live math art scene, beauty beyond perfection, augmented reality, math and art intersection, unveiling infinity.
Thanks so much, Doug. That was a spontaneous moment of silence for Nat. I want to ask the organizers of the Bridges website to post that video quite independently of our music night. That belongs on our website, according to me. Next, we're going to hear from Nathan and Amy Selikoff.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Coming to you from stormy Orlando, Florida, where we're getting our daily thunderstorm. We're going to sing, well, we're going to play the recording of us singing a song called Home by Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros. And we hope that you have somebody in your quarantined life that you feel at home with. And even if you aren't able to be with them in physical proximity right now, hope that you get little glimpses of that, like this meeting today, to fill your heart and fill your soul. Love you all and miss you, and look forward to seeing you in the future. Thanks, Frank.
Hi, Bridges.
Hi.
We miss you all. This is Amy and Nathan Selikoff. Alabama, Arkansas, I do love my mom, pa, not the way that I do love you.
Holy moly, me oh my, you're the apple of my eye, girl, I've never loved one like you.
Man, oh man, you're my best friend, I scream it to the nothingness, there ain't nothing that I need.
Oh, hot and heavy pumpkin pie, chocolate candy, Jesus Christ, ain't nothing pleases more than you.
I'll home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you. I'll home, let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with La 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 la, take me home. Mother, I'm coming home.
I'll follow you into the car, through the jungle, through the dark, girl, I never loved one like you.
Most boats and waterfalls, alleyways and payphone calls. I've been everywhere with you.
That's true. Barefoot on a summer night.
Let's take that from that's true. Welcome, Bridges.
That's true. We'll laugh until the thing will die. Barefoot on a summer night. Nothing we do is sweeter than with you.
And in the streets you're running free like it's only you and me. It's just something to see. Oh, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Oh, home, let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba.
La 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 la, take me home. Daddy, I'm coming home.
Jade,
Alexander,
do you remember that day you fell out of my window?
I sure do. You came jumping out after me.
Well, you fell on the concrete, nearly broke your ass. You were bleeding all over the place. And I rushed you to the hospital. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Well, there's something I never told you about that night.
What didn't you tell me?
Well, you were sitting in the back seat smoking a cigarette. You thought it was going to be your last. I was falling deep, deep in love with you. And I never told you until just now.
That's so sweet. Home is when I'm alone with you. And I forgot to mention that that is Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros. Thank you very much from Orlando, Florida. Love you all.
Thanks so much, Nat and Amy, Nathan and Amy. I really love how people are choosing songs that are so apt. I'm in my academic office at Santa Clara University, and it's a rare treat to be able to go away from home. I got special permission to come in here and use the bandwidth of the university to help this event be a success. Thanks. So next we have, I think, what is the largest performing ensemble, Susan Gorofsky. Tell us about it.
Hi, everybody. I'm here in Vancouver, and throughout the COVID crisis, we've been able to play some music together by being outside and being not 6 meters apart, but 2 meters apart or 6 feet apart. So there's a group of us who've been performing together in our housing co-op in a green space in the middle since something like the beginning of May, every Sunday afternoon. And I made a 2 meter long banner that you'll see in the video that says Spaced Out Jam, because we're spaced out in many ways. And there's 3 of us from the co-op who are regularly, 3 or 4 of us who are regularly part of it, and a few other guests too. And then there's a band that I have called Sospiro Misterioso. And we have, we've started backyard practices spaced 2 meters apart in Valerie and David's backyard. So there's through this time. So I've got my little tiny Lilliput accordion is what I'm playing on the track. And then behind me, you can see a rack of nearly all my accordions, not all of them, but anyway, well, so you'll see a group of people from Sospiro Misterioso and the Spaced Out Jam playing a tune called Josephine's Waltz, written by Roger Talroth, a Swedish musician. Okay, ready to go. Welcome to Vancouver, Canada, and the courtyard of the beautiful Caslow Gardens and Still Creek housing co-ops, where some of us live. Throughout the COVID crisis, a number of us have been practicing here and in some backyards, so we've been able to have spaced apart jams. They're members of Sospiro Misterioso and the Spaced Out Jammers here. And we're going to play a tune for you called Josephine's Waltz, written by Roger Talroth of the Swedish band Vesson.
I believe he wrote this song for his niece for her christening, and it has no words. Since I don't play anything and I wanted to sing, I decided to give myself the task of writing some lyrics for it, imagining, because of the name Josephine, what it would be like for Napoleon to want to be coming home to see Josephine. There was apparently a well-known tale, apocryphal tale of where Napoleon said, "Don't bathe, I'm coming home." And we'll just leave it at that. But I think that was the inspiration for the song.
So take it as you will. Either it's about a charming newborn baby or Napoleon and Josephine reunited.
the better half wears me. I reached out and took it as proof of my love, a chain to decorate me. But I've grown so tired of chasing a tag. Even my horse wants me off of her back, and I'm sick of the beating march drum. I want to dance with you back in our home, so don't fade yourself, Josephine. I would waltz with you, Josephine. Je reviens, Josephine, je voulais te donner le monde. I'm coming home with a stained victory, so no, I don't want you clean, 'cause I'm dirty from all I've done not. I'm showered with glory, but covered with rot. My hands and my feet and my heart are numb. I need to dance with you back in our home, so don't fade yourself, Josephine. I would waltz with you, Josephine.
Thanks so much, Susan. I feel that I've had a very relaxing afternoon in Vancouver, just in those few short minutes. Thank you very much. Next, we have Uli Seidel and Beate Seidel to share with us Lean on Me.
Yes, hello, Bea and Uli from Mannheim, Germany. I won't talk too much. I had a dentist session already today, so it's good that we could make the video on Sunday. And it's a tribute to Bill Withers. He has passed away in March this year in the age of 81. He may have died, but his music is immortal, and he has got a good message in especially the song Lean on Me. So enjoy.
You can call on me, brother, if you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on.
I just might have a problem that you'd understand.
We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You can call on me, brother, if you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on.
I just might have a problem that you'll understand.
We all need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, I'm right up the road. I'll share your load if you just call me. No, baby, just call me. Call me. No, baby, just call me. Call me. Just call me.
Oh, thank you so much. Another example of someone picking a song that is just right for this pandemic time. I want to share that Uli's video was the first one that I received from the collection. You know, I had just been brave and put out a call for videos. And when I got Uli's, I had this wonderful feeling that, yes, this is going to be okay. This will be a wonderful event. So thank you. So now we have Marty Flashman. Take it away.
Okay, well, I'm on, good. I'm coming from California as well, and the song I'm going to sing is one I wrote probably 50 years ago. It's called The Rain Song, so that's a theme, I guess, for today. And I was thinking about what I would play, and I thought, this is a song I really like. It has a lot of interesting harmonics to it, but the lyrics actually can be thought of as a metaphor, because rain is something that we don't look for to have, and except in the droughts that we have. But on unusual weather, we'd rather not have rain, and we're in a kind of rain in our lives today. And so in some places, this song has a metaphor for waiting for a change in the rain that's in our lives today. So I hope you enjoy it. The Rain Song.
Hear the rain as it falls from the sky. The rivers no longer run dry, but it falls like tears on my face, and I feel that I'm losing this race. Listen to the rain. Listen to the rain. You know the rain, it falls in puddles at my feet. As I stand in the middle of the street, and I watch that girl as she parts, and I feel that I'm losing my heart. Listen to the rain. Listen to the rain. You know I'm
fat girl standing here. And now, well, you know, I've known her for about a year. But she's flying, you know, she's moving away from me. And I feel that I'm no longer free. Listen to the rain. Listen to the rain. Should I laugh? Should I cry? Should I hide? Should I wait till the end of this ride? Should I wait until I really know? Should I wait until this rain, it turns to snow? Listen to the rain. Listen to the rain. Listen to the rain. Listen to the rain. Hear the rain as it falls from the sky. The rivers, they no longer run dry, but it falls like tears on my face, and I feel that I'm losing this race. Listen to the rain. Listen to the rain. Listen to the rain. Listen to the rain.
Thanks so much, Marty. That's just beautiful. And, you know, thinking about rain here in California when our fire season hasn't really started yet, knock on wood. Thank you. Next, I'd like to ask Carl Catchy to introduce The Last Man.
Okay, hello, am I all properly unmuted and everything here? I think, okay. Okay, so hi, this is Carl. My band is called The Last Men, and I'm broadcasting from Wisconsin, and when you see the video, it's my band playing in our front yard to anybody in the neighborhood who wants to listen. I'm playing the guitars, and I'm wearing this hat. This is from last year's conference. And my drummer is Greg Sandland. He's originally from British Columbia somewhere. And the singer is Lee Baines, and he's from somewhere in England. And I just want to say to Frank, thanks for organizing, and to all the artists for playing their wonderful stuff. So enjoy it. When the needle drops down on this, it's going to be kind of in the middle of the performance, but it's all we had. So just there you go. Enjoy.
My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe, if I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign, hit me, baby, one more time.
My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe, if I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Thanks so much, Carl. I think that's like at the opposite end of the musical universe from what I perform, but I just love it. And those guys, the voices, just love them. Thank you. So now it's time for Andrew Harper to tell us about experimental airplay.
Okay. Where did he go?
Hello! The thing is I experiment, okay, love.
I think it was just an experiment. That sounds like all he's got to say.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. Are you ready?
We are ready.
wouldn't be Bridges without something truly zany, and violating the laws of physics are a special plus. And I think we thank Rashmi for the video editing. Yes. Well, we are at our last scheduled performance, and so now we'll turn it over to Larry Lesser to tell us about his song.
Bienvenidos, I'm Larry Lesser, sending warm greetings from the University of Texas at El Paso. I'm near the border of Mexico, New Mexico, and Texas, so my music might be borderline. The month before the pandemic, I actually released my first CD, believe it or not. It's original songs based on Jewish text with universal lessons. I'm more known for my math songs, though, and including my NSF grant, which made 28 interactive songs for learning statistics. I will put links to both of those projects in the chat window if anyone is interested. So I have a few reasons behind the choice of song video that I'm sharing today. First, I'm really missing in-person audiences. So I picked a video that I happen to have from an in-person performance I did at the National Museum of Mathematics. I don't know if anyone's ever been there. It's in New York City. The title of the song is The Gambler. And despite the title, it's not about my country's flawed approach to the pandemic. It's about playing the lottery, which most countries have one. And the song parodies the same titled signature song for Kenny Rogers, who, like Bill Withers, also passed away this March, also at the age of 81. So it's a way to remember him too.
Please welcome Larry Lesser.
So it is exciting to be here. I just love that we have a math museum to educate the general public, and I parodied Kenny Rogers' signature song to educate the general public about lotteries. Does New York have the state lottery? Yes. Yeah. Okay, good. So this song will be all the more relevant here today. On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so he told me how he planned winning lottery prizes. Till as a math teacher, you know, I just had to speak. Son, you track those draws, you say you got a system, you call some numbers hot, you deem others do, but I insist they each have the same chance. If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta know what's true. You gotta know what's superstition, know what is strategy, know there's none you can try to learn this. 7-11, it's time right now for learning. When the singing's done. Now all sets of numbers are equally unlikely, more rare than death by lightning. So there's something you should know if you should happen to win that big jackpot. You win more money if you did it all alone. So avoid those numbers that more folks are playing, like sevens and birthdays and sequences too, till this song is famous. Yeah, right. You'll have the advantage. Maybe you'll thank me with a share of your own. You gotta know what's superstition, know what is strategy, know there's none you never try to learn this. 7-11, take the time right now for learning when the singing's done.
Thanks so much, Larry. Educational and musical as well. Well, we've seen such variety here in all these performances, and that's what Bridges is about. I really am grateful for all the performers who you know, brought their hearts and their minds and shared them. I want to say that my experience with this event shows that it's just not all that hard to put one on. So maybe I will hear some of you hosting a live event, being a regular person who holds a salon. It doesn't even have to be in your area. Well, let's thank all of our performers. Yay! And if we can move to gallery view now, I want to propose that our after party can begin now. So let me start by telling you a story of what happened at our event on Saturday, where we hosted the Bay Area Art and Math Group hosted Bridges. And we just kept reinitializing breakout rooms so that people could talk to one another at random. The idea was to recreate something of the effect of, oh, you're waiting in line next to that person and you're aware that they have something in the art exhibition, so you strike up a conversation. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to enter a breakout room. You can stay right where you are and enter a plenary discussion. But I did receive a message from someone who wanted to play a video, but they sent me a link to a video and not a video that I could download. So I'm going to put into the chat a couple of links. One is on YouTube and one is on Vimeo, of people who submitted their work during today's show. I don't think that it gives good results for me to be uploading and downloading at the same time. So that if I play from YouTube on my machine and then try and send that out to you, I don't think we'll get good results. We could try it when people are in breakout rooms. I mean, why not? But if anyone has a different vision of the after party, I certainly invite you to speak up. Yeah, I think that I have a little bit of power as the host, like a Zoom host, but I don't want to feel that I'm in charge of this event. This is a community event. And for me, that's what it's all about. It's about all of us together trying to make something that has not been made before. Marty.
Yeah, I think if you put YouTube's on your screen and then share the screen, it might go through well as a shared screen. But maybe you don't want to experiment with that just now.
I am happy to try. I wish I had my poll up so that I could figure out whether people support that idea. Here is
my thumbs up.
I support it.
Is Wendy Forbes here? I think I'm going to do the video from the person who is here first. So let's see. Here it is. Il video virale delle frecce tricolore. Insieme ce le faremo a sconfiggere il nemico invisibile. So this appears to be.
You want to mute everybody.
You're right. Yeah, and
I can translate for you.
I'm first getting this on my screen so that it will be ready to share. And this is from. I've lost track of who. Oh, Marcella Giulia Lorenzi.
It's me, it's Marcella.
Yeah, would you like to just speak up?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Hi, everybody. Thank you, Frank. This is just, I wanted to share it with you because it's a video that was very viral in Italy and abroad, and it was the symbol, one of the symbols for trying to defeat COVID. And the song is from Turandot. It's the famous song in which the singer says, "Vincerò, I will win," and it is really moving. If you can show it, I would just wanted to share it with all of you, and thank you for your beautiful music.
Very moving. Did that work for people? Seeing a lot of nods there. That looks good. Let me go ahead. I think Marcella might be having connectivity issues, but what a moving reminder of our, I don't know, my love for Italy.
Thank you, Frank.
My pleasure.
No, that was very moving.
Give me a minute and I'll find, talk amongst yourselves. Well, this was submitted by Wendy Forbes shortly before the program began, but I don't believe she is here. What do you think? What do I know? Let's give it a try.
Thank you.
Well, gee, that was beautiful. I think that expresses a lot of things that we're all feeling. And I love the idea that we're ending Bridges with fresh new energy, and we can dream new images and create new ways to live as the result of our connection to each other. I think that it's time to stop the recording unless anyone has remarks they would like to have, you know, added to the video of our event. And something's gone wrong here.
Frank, I just think we'd all like to thank you for putting this all together. You've done a wonderful job.
Well, it's my great pleasure. And you know, thanks for everyone who does anything to make Bridges go. And I think that that's just every single one of us. So thanks, everybody.